All right. Hello and welcome everyone to Sunday Stretch. It is a somewhat sunny day today here in Atlanta, Georgia. And let's just take just a big stretch. Let it out. Oh, reach up and let the arms down. Kind of shake them out a little bit. All right, let's just go ahead and shake out each leg. Just kind of really shake off the week. And then maybe a little bit in the body. Just give it a little, just let it go. Sometimes you just got to do that. All right, now we're going to roll those wrists a little bit. We're going to take some deep breaths standing. And what we're going to do with our positioning is we're actually going to stand with slightly bent knees. So soften those knees. We're going to remove that arch in the back by pulling the hips under. And again, you just want it to be straight. You don't want to pull all the way under. You're just going to create a nice sort of straight line all the way down the back. Go ahead and stand. Again, soften knees, tilted pelvis, shoulders on top of the hips. And let's take a nice big inhale through the nose. Let the belly expand and exhale. Give me a little ha. Little sigh, a little ha. Inhale. Pull that belly in. One more time. Inhale. And now let's let the body fall. Let those knees bend a little bit more. And then just let the body fall over, belly on the thighs. And just feel the weight of the head, allowing there to be more space in the spine. And you can go ahead and straighten the legs. We're going to straighten and bend. And bend. Straighten, breathe with it. And bend. Try to keep the thighs and the belly pinned together as you straighten. So you're creating even more length. And bend. Straighten. And bend. One more time. Straighten. And bend. And go ahead and walk the hands out. Walk the feet back. And just hang out here for a moment, pushing through the hands, pushing the heels towards the ground, keeping the back nice and flat. Aim for that straight line between the wrists and the hips. So you really want to push the chest through the arms. And then let's do a couple of runner stretches. So we're going to push one heel to the floor, lift the other heel, and switch. The hip can kind of move side to side. And just enjoy this little stretch. You can move that hip so that you feel that stretch on the opposite side of the body, the torso. And just breathe and let it out. Try to keep your heels behind your toes. Don't bring them in. Just let the hip kind of move off to the side. And center up. And bring the knees down. And stack those shoulders on top of the wrist. So adjust the hands. Stack those knees under the hips. And let's go ahead and stretch out the spine. First arching and flexing and then extending through, pulling the belly in, dropping the head, stretching the back of the neck. And arching. Push the tops of the feet into the floor. And extending. 2 more times. Breathe in. Open up the belly. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And push the hips back. Stretch the arms out. Really pull closer to the ground, pulling the tailbone away from the arms. So really extending that torso all the way through the hips. And come up slightly, bring the hips up slightly, and then just move those hips side to side. Kind of shake it out a little bit. Breathing. Triggering that relaxation with the breathing, slowing things down. All right, and now come back to the heels and then just sway through the sides of the body near the shoulders. So kind of the outside of the shoulder going side to side. Your belly should be rubbing against the thighs, one thigh going from one thigh to the other. And let's make a very small ball. Go ahead and bring the hands back beside the feet. I like to put them palms up. And just relax here. Take some nice deep breaths. Really let yourself sink into the floor. Almost as if you're trying to hide in the floor, disappear into the floor. Just let everything kind of sink. As if it was quicksand and it would take you down if you just let yourself go. All right. And let's come back up. Hands in front. You're going to go ahead and let the belly fall. Let the hips fall. Keep the shoulders down. Push the chest forward and stretch. Lift long in the neck. So if you're going to look up, just tilt your chin up slightly. Don't just kind of drop it back. Really keep that gaze, keep that control. And if you want to, you can turn those toes under. So stretch the balls of the feet and lift the knees. Even more stretch on the front of the body. And rest the knees down, tops of the feet down. Come back and come on your side. And to recover the spine, we're actually going to lay on our sides and get in kind of a little fetal position. So making a small ball, but on the side. Now I want you to really kind of create that curve, an extension in the spine. So pull the hips under as you pull the knees in. Let the head come down. Put those elbows and those knees into the body. And let's go ahead and straighten out right here on your side. So really stretch on the side. Stay on the side. One hip, one shoulder. And let's come on back in. And let's stretch out again. And this time, roll on over so that you're on your back. You can use that foot to turn you over and stretch. Stretch in the opposite directions, toes, fingers. Really try to make the body as long as possible. Pull that belly in. And let's do the other side with our little fetal position. I'm going to swing around, but you can always just turn to the other side and listen to my voice. So bring it in. Feel that sort of natural position that we all came from. It's very nourishing to your spine. And go ahead and straighten out. Straighten out. Oh, get a nice stretch in there. Reach through the toes, reach through the fingers, and then come back. And again, whatever that looks like for you, stretching, whatever is a natural sort of way for you to do it. And let's stretch out. And turn over. Stretch up. All right. Okay, we're going to roll up. So just bring the arms up. Let them come all the way. Let the head follow. Look at those hands. And if you want to, you can grab behind your thighs. Otherwise, just let the hands move forward. And then just give me a nice stretch forward. And come on up. Hands on the top of the thighs. Just sit here in staff pose. Sitting right up on top of those sit bones. You can even sort of rock a little bit. So that you can get nice and stable. And now we're going to turn towards the front. Straddle the legs. So feel the opening in the inner thigh. All right, wherever your natural, comfortable position is, you do want to feel a little stretch sensation though, so don't cheat yourself. Don't have it here when that just is kind of you sitting. Give yourself a little somewhere to go. You can have your hands placed lightly here or on the thighs, whatever is comfortable for you. Again, you want to sit straight up, and if you want to, you can rock a little bit, kind of find that place where you can sit up. Roll the shoulders back. You want to make sure that they are nice and relaxed away from the ears. So here's a good way to remind yourself by doing a little shoulder roll to pull them back. Keep that belly nice and firm. So you don't want to kind of let the belly drop forward. Keep it up, but don't let yourself fall back either. Sit right up on top, okay? So you want a nice straight line from the top of your head, the crown of your head, all the way through that tailbone. All right. So let's go ahead and do a little twist. So we're going to take one arm, let it come up, and reach behind you. So first stretch the shoulder. So resist it by trying to keep that shoulder forward so that you get a nice stretch in the shoulder to start. And then take the other arm around. Again, relax the shoulders down. And you've started the twist already. Now just turn your head And continue the twist. Breathing that helps is an inhale where you sit up even taller, that string through the top of your head from the tailbone, pulling up taller, and exhale and try to look a little further behind you. Taking the shoulders with you. So make sure you're breathing, feeling that twist. Try to relax the pelvis and the legs and really feel it in the upper body. And let's reverse it, taking the arm that's come across, back to the side or the thigh. And then this arm, oh, nice stretch. All right, let's reset the shoulders up and back. And why don't we go ahead and let the head go side to side, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Just kind of, again, letting things open up. All right, let's take the other arm, up and around, and cross. And the twist has started, so go ahead and finish it out. Again, releasing the pelvis, releasing the legs. Feel it in the upper body. Breathe. And let's reverse it. So this arm comes around. This arm comes forward. And reset those shoulders. Should feel the shoulders opening up a little bit more. And then this time we're just going to turn the head, turn the chin to each shoulder. A lot of tension can accumulate in the head, neck, and shoulders. A very common area for stress tension. So go ahead and just let that go. Feel the shoulders relaxing down. Feel the neck releasing with each turn. And up. All right. So now we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to twist so that our chest is directly lined up with the, pick a leg, right leg, left leg. I'm going to go over here to my right, my left, your right. So one more time. Open. And turn. And then, so again, line yourself up with that leg. And then we're going to release the arms and let them come forward and stretch over. If you want to grab that foot, you can. If you want to grab your leg, you can. But really, again, aim your belly at the thigh. Try to keep this other leg, the knee, facing the ceiling. And push. Just let yourself relax there. Let the back of the leg open up. Relax the glutes. With each breath, you may feel yourself sink a little further. So again, and open the arms, come up. And I want you to do, so find yourself on the center, and then you can kind of look up. Away from that leg, and back. Return to center. Reset. Can even shift a little bit in the hips. Feel that difference? All right, let's go. Other side. Twist. And once you're here, and you can look basically over that toe, go ahead and bring the arms forward and stretch. You know, I have a tight hamstring on this side, which is why I'm not going as far. So again, I'm aiming the belly at the thigh, grabbing where I'm comfortable, and just letting it open up. Relaxing my glutes. So take a couple of breaths, let it release. And the arms come out and around. Ooh. And center up. Shoulders back. And now what I want you to do is to go ahead and flex each foot. Move through each foot. Point. So move through the foot. First pull the balls of the feet up. Then push through the balls of the feet. The heels come in towards the legs. And so up. And down. Point. Flex. And point. One more time. Through the feet. Wonderful feet. They carry you around all day. And all right. So now we're going to do a little side twist. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab one arm, place the hand down. You can place it palm up beside the leg, and then turn so that your shoulders are stacked, and go ahead and reach above. Breathe there. Really let the side of the body stretch out. Let yourself just, with each breath, kind of come a little closer. And open up. You should feel how that side feels a little longer now. And once again, down. Put that hand down and then continue it. Again, try to make sure you're not here, but you're really open with the chest, stacking those shoulders, and just enjoying the feeling in the side of your body. And open. And feel how the side of your body should feel nice and long. Again, move through those hips. You can even kind of move the shoulders up and down. Sometimes I'll itch like my skin is trying to stretch with me. All right. Okay. So now we're going to do a little walk forward. Okay. So again, you can shift those hips. You can maybe even slap your thighs, stuff those hamstrings a little bit. Let's go ahead and give those shoulders a nice shrug back. And now I want you to With the hands just there in front of the pelvis, palms down. Take one walk forward with the hands. And what I want you to do is I want you to come forward from the hips. So you're not going to just drop the head. You're actually bringing that entire string that we talked about before is coming forward. So let's take another step and a breath. Another step. And again, you only go as far as you feel that you can keep that spine nice and long. And you can take multiple breaths in one place, because that breath is what allows you, that exhale is what allows you to really get to that point of relaxation where you may drop a little further. So you may take a couple of breaths in one place, and then as you drop, it'll be easier for those hands to just kind of walk out even naturally. Feel that stretch in the inner thigh. And if you've gotten to your maximum, you can maybe bring the hands back and rest on the forearms. Or again, if you're still here and that you still feel that stretch, that's what you're going for, is a stretching sensation wherever that is for you. Again, push that belly between the legs. So that's where the stretch is going to come from. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor, but if you do, keep pushing through, because you want to, even if you're really flexible, you still want to feel a nice stretching sensation. And go ahead and walk back up, same way you came, bit by bit. Take a breath at each location. Come back until you're on top of those sit bones. You should feel them there. And go ahead and bring the legs together. So I'm sure you can feel those inner thighs. All right, let's go on down to the floor. And go ahead and just lay on your back. Feet flat on the floor. And here you can release that back a little bit. If you were kind of feeling a little tense in the back, you can release the back. And what I want you to do is to go ahead and lift overhead, not touching the ground, just really kind of enabling this sort of curve in the back by sort of curving your arms out from that tailbone. Pull the shoulders away from the ears even as you reach through the fingers. And then arms sweep around, legs come up, grab those legs in and hold. You can give yourself a little massage, going side to side, kind of rocking yourself. Let your head go with it, so you massage the back of your head, that skull. Just kind of find a little rhythm. And you can center up. Push those shoulders down to the ground. Legs up. Go ahead and flex and point the feet again. Straight above you. And last thing, Go ahead and keep the knees facing the top of your head and feel the difference, that same straddle. Keep the feet flexed and open up. If you want to support, you can, if this is too intense. And remember, you're not turning out. You're just keeping those legs just as they were, just opening the inner thighs, pulling them away from each other. Relaxing the glutes. Create more opening. Push the back into the floor. And then point the feet, bend the knees. Reach those balls of the feet for each other, soles of the feet, and put the feet on the ground. And last stretch. Now straighten one leg out. Pull the other knee up into the chest at the side. You can open the opposite hand. And again, just try to really pull it into your side. Pull that knee towards the shoulder. Open the leg. And release it. Back down. And then straighten out. So again, focus should be on it being out to the side. All right, pull the other leg in. And then grab that knee and explore that hip socket. Turning out and flexing at the hip. And release down and beside the other leg. Hands by the hips, palms up. Relax those shoulders down away from the ears. Take some nice deep breaths. Let yourself again sink, melt, float into the floor. Just be aware of your breath as it goes in and out. Feel how the side of your body, your hips, your inner thighs, how they feel as a result of our hip opening, our twisting. And with that, your option, you can stay here or you can start wiggling those fingers and toes. If you have that luxury of staying, perhaps doing a little meditation, doing some additional deep breathing. Otherwise, you can go ahead and slowly and gently wake your body up. Do whatever you feel you need to in order to gently sort of come to Standing, roll over slowly to come up. And with that, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have that luxury, stay another 10 or 15 minutes and let yourself really recover in silence and in reflection. Thank you for joining for Sunday Stretch. Have a wonderful day.